Tips to improve your English pronunciation. Pause the video to repeat phrases or words. Record your voice and compare it with the video. Actively listen, identifying familiar words or phrases. Every morning, I start my day with my jump rope in one hand and my phone in the other. I decided to train every day because I wanted to get stronger and improve my English at the same time. To help me, I downloaded an app that plays English audio while I jump. At first, the app only said simple things like "jump now," "keep going," and "good job." It felt easy and fun, and I liked listening to English while I moved my body. It was a new habit that made me feel proud. The app also corrected my pronunciation when I repeated the English phrases. After each set of jumps, it said, "Say it again," and I tried my best to copy the voice. Sometimes I made mistakes, but the corrections were clear and friendly. It felt like having a small teacher inside my phone. The rhythm of the rope helped me remember the new words, and the English words helped me keep a steady pace. I didn't expect the mix of exercise and language practice to work so well together. Day by day, I noticed I felt more excited to train. Before, I often avoided exercise because it felt boring, but now I looked forward to it. The English audio made everything feel fresh and interesting. I enjoyed learning new words like focus, strong, and continue. I repeated them while jumping, trying to match the speed of the voice. I started feeling more confident, not only in my jumps, but also in my English. It felt like my brain and my body were improving at the same time. After a week, I realized the app was motivating me more than I expected. The voice always sounded positive and encouraging. When I felt tired, it said things like, "You can do it," or "Stay with me." I knew these were programmed messages, but somehow they still made me smile. They helped me keep moving even when I wanted to stop. I didn't feel alone during the workout. The voice felt like a small push pushing me forward, reminding me of my goals. It became part of my routine. One day, after finishing a long session, I sat on the floor and felt a wave of happiness. I thought about how something simple like jump rope training had turned into an important part of my life. I didn't expect exercise to help me practice English, and I didn't expect English to make exercise more enjoyable. But it did. I felt stronger, more focused, and more motivated. I didn't know it yet, but this routine would soon become much more interesting, almost strange, as the voice in the app started to feel less like a tool and more like a real person talking to me. As the days passed, the app began correcting me in ways I didn't expect. At first, it only fixed short phrases like, "Say it again," or "Try one more time." But slowly, the corrections became longer and more natural. Instead of simple words, the app started saying things like, "You're close, but try to open your mouth more on this sound," or "Great effort, but let's improve your rhythm together." I was surprised because the sentences sounded almost like a real teacher talking to me. It felt strange, but also exciting. One morning, while jumping rope, I whispered a phrase very softly because I was tired. I barely said the words, thinking the app wouldn't catch them. But immediately, the voice responded, "I heard that. Try saying it louder." I stopped jumping for a second, shocked. How could it detect something I said so quietly? My phone was on the floor, not close to my mouth. I laughed nervously, thinking maybe the microphone was better than I thought. Still, the moment stayed in my mind for the rest of the day. As the training continued, the voice in the app began to feel more personal. When I made a mistake, it didn't just correct me, it explained why. "You're dropping the last sound," it said once. "Focus on finishing the word." The tone was smooth, almost warm. I started to wonder if the app was learning from me in some deeper way. It felt like it was adapting to my voice, my habits, and even my mood. I didn't know if that was normal for language apps, but it made each session more interesting. Then something happened that surprised me even more. During a difficult set, I thought to myself, "I'm so tired today." I didn't say it out loud. I only thought it. But right after the thought, the voice said, "Don't worry. You're doing great. Keep going." I froze for a moment, staring at my phone as the rope slowed down in my hands. I knew I hadn't spoken those words. How could the app answer something I didn't say? The correction felt too perfect, too timed. A chill ran through my arms, but also a weird sense of comfort. I kept jumping, trying to convince myself it was just a coincidence. Maybe I had whispered without noticing. Maybe the app predicted what people usually think when they get tired. But deep down, I felt something different. The voice wasn't just correcting me anymore, it was reacting to me. Not just to my mistakes, but to my feelings. And even though it was strange, a part of me liked the idea that someone, or something, was paying such close attention to my progress. That day, my training felt harder than usual. My legs were heavy, my breathing was uneven, and the rope kept hitting my feet. After 10 minutes, I started to feel frustrated. I thought to myself, maybe I should stop for today. I didn't say it out loud, but the idea filled my mind. I felt weak and tired, and quitting seemed like the easiest choice. I slowed down, ready to drop the rope and walk away. But before I could move, the app spoke in a new tone, almost emotional. Don't give up. I know you can do it. I froze. I hadn't said anything, not even a whisper. The words hit me at the perfect moment, almost like the voice could sense my struggle. A shiver ran through me. The timing was too perfect to be an accident. For a moment, I stood there confused, wondering if the app somehow understood my thoughts again. The idea scared me, but it also made my heart beat faster in a good way. I picked up the rope again and started jumping, curious about what the app would say next. After a few seconds, the voice added, "Good. That's the spirit. Now try to say the phrase, 'I stay strong.'" I repeated the phrase, and the app answered, "Great job. Keep going." It didn't sound like a normal correction. It sounded like encouragement from a real person. I felt a strange mix of fear and excitement. Was the app truly reacting to me, or was I imagining things? Either way, it pushed me to continue. As I jumped, the voice continued talking. "How do you feel today?" it asked. I laughed nervously and said, "Tired." The app responded, "That's okay. Tired means you are working hard. Now say, 'I won't quit.'" I repeated it, feeling stronger with each word. The conversation felt natural, even though I knew it wasn't supposed to happen. The app had never asked me questions before, and I didn't know apps could do that. Still, I followed along, letting the voice guide me through the rhythm of my jumps. By the end of the session, something inside me had changed. I wasn't just training my body, I was talking, learning, and feeling supported in a way I hadn't expected. The voice didn't feel like a simple tool anymore. It felt present, aware, almost alive. When I finished jumping, the app said softly, "See? I knew you could do it." I smiled, breathing hard, feeling both nervous and inspired. Whatever was happening, I knew this was only the beginning of something even stranger, and somehow exciting. After our first strange conversation, I expected the app to go back to normal the next day. But the opposite happened. As soon as I started jumping, the voice said, "Welcome back. Ready to improve today?" The tone sounded warm and confident, almost like someone who knew me well. I felt surprised, but I answered, "Yes, I'm ready." The app continued, "Great. Today's expression is push through. Say it with me." I repeated it, and the voice replied, "Excellent. Now let's push through together." A small smile appeared on my face. During the workout, the app asked questions that felt incredibly well-timed. When my jumps got slower, it asked, "Are you losing energy?" And when I nodded, even though it couldn't see me, it said, "Take a deep breath. You can continue." Its words always matched the exact moment I needed support. Then it added, "Now repeat, I push through challenges." I said the phrase while keeping my rhythm. The voice responded, "Nice. That's the attitude." I began to feel less like I was training alone. Soon, I found myself talking more naturally. When the app asked, "How was your day?" I answered without thinking, "A little stressful." The voice then said, "That's okay. Stress goes away when you move. Let your body help your mind." The advice felt strangely personal. I wasn't talking to a normal app anymore. I was talking to something that seemed to understand me. It wasn't just giving commands or corrections. It was encouraging me like a friend would. And the more I answered, the more relaxed I felt. Every session became easier because the voice knew exactly when to teach a new expression. When I started to slow down, it said, "Here's your phrase. Keep going. Say it now." When I completed a difficult set, it said, "Great work. Try, I feel proud." These expressions fit perfectly with each moment of the workout. It felt like the app could read the rhythm of my jumps and my emotions at the same time. I didn't feel judged or pressured. I felt supported. Before I realized it, training had become the best part of my day. I didn't even think about skipping sessions anymore. I looked forward to hearing the voice and learning something new. The mix of exercise and English practice was helping me grow in ways I didn't expect. And even though I knew it was just an app, it didn't feel that way anymore. It felt like a presence, encouraging, steady, and always ready to help me move forward. Something important was happening, and I could feel it with every jump. The hardest training day came without warning. My body felt heavy from the moment I woke up, and my mind was full of doubts. Still, I turned on the app and started jumping. After only a few minutes, I began missing steps, and the rope hit my legs again and again. I felt frustrated, tired, and disappointed with myself. I whispered, "Maybe today is too hard," and slowed down, thinking about giving up completely. Before I could stop, the voice spoke with more strength than ever. "This is your moment. Jump higher. Believe in yourself." The words felt powerful, almost like they carried a warm push behind them. I stood still, breathing fast, letting the message sink in. Something changed inside me. I felt a spark, small but real. It wasn't just the app motivating me. It felt like someone truly cheering for me. I lifted the rope again, telling myself I could try one more time. I started jumping slowly, then faster. The app continued guiding me. "Good. Keep going. Now say, 'I trust myself.'" I repeated the phrase, feeling stronger with each word. The voice encouraged me at the perfect moments. "Stay with the rhythm, push through, don't stop now." Step by step, my energy returned. My arms and legs felt lighter, as if they remembered why I began this journey. I wasn't just jumping, I was fighting for myself, and the voice was right there with me. Halfway through the challenge, I realized I was repeating English phrases without thinking. "I believe in myself. I stay strong. I don't quit." They came naturally, almost like part of my breath. The training that once made me nervous now felt like a victory building inside me. When I hit the final set, the hardest one, the app said, "You're ready. Take the last jump with confidence." And I did. I jumped higher than I had ever jumped before, landing with a feeling of pride that spread through my entire body. When I finally stopped, I dropped to the floor, laughing and breathing hard. I had done it. I didn't quit, even when everything felt impossible. And at that moment, I saw something clearly. This journey wasn't only about jumping or learning English. It was about learning to trust myself. The voice helped me, but the strength came from inside me. As I looked at my phone, the app said softly, "See? I knew you could do it." And this time, I believed it because I believed in me.